okay? Everything is okay. Stop your shit. Yo, what's good, yeah? I bet this one's gonna be a fun one. Alright, so I'm dropping a freestyle tonight. It's an old freestyle. Mind the rough mix. I just wanna have fun and get it out. Fuck it. Now, in this freestyle, I'm telling a story of my night. I'm telling stories of my nights, I should say. I told a story about No, I'm better. My bad. All right, bet. I get two more. I'm telling a story in this track. Basically, it's all surrounding my car nights. Just nights that things have happened in the car. If you see my podcast, Everything Is Okay, you might have heard these stories before. But since I put them all on the track, I'm like, fuck it. Let me, because most people, like, a lot of people don't really listen to lyrics. You know, that's why, and I won't say, let me take that back. In my opinion, I think a lot of people don't grasp every single word. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of bars that go over people's heads, or there's a lot of stories that go over people's heads, or they just don't get it. And then you see something like Genius, you know, when they're breaking down the lyrics, and Genius and the artist will break down, oh yeah, this is what I meant, this is why I meant it, etc., etc., etc. You know, you'll see something like that. So, or you'll get them they'll be on an interview, and then they'll be like, yeah, I wrote this song because of, and then you find out they wrote this song like Usher. The whole Confessions shit was about Jermaine Dupri. You know, it's just, it's always good to put more definition into just a song. Hence why you make music videos. This is how I'm going to give definition to this particular song. And just like I did the other ones. You know, I like to give them life because I think sometimes I say a lot. Obviously. So giving more life into the music aspect of it can only further make you want to listen to it. So boom, I get right into it. I open up my whole shit bringing up a controversy like, what if Trump turned into an activist and gave back all his money? Like, does it erase anything that we feel about him if he's still the same personality? If he's still the same character, still same personality, you know? And if both of them go hand in hand to be powerful and to be a dick, then sue me. But I don't think that they have to go hand in hand, even though the spectrum would say otherwise. But yeah, I open it up. Just ask yourself, like, if Trump just said, fuck it, yo, fuck all this shit, came out of presidency, became an activist, y'all all wrong, I got enough money to take y'all all down, but he's still that grabber in the pussy motherfucker. What do you do with that? What do you do with that? So boom, further story. I tell a story about me and my man Mike. Shout out to my man FM1 up in Florida. We had great times. Always great times. Fucking one night he calls me. He's like, yo, I need you to pick me up. From where? So I don't know where he was. I don't remember all those details, so pardon. I just know I got to him. When I got to him, I'm like, what's the problem? He's like, yo, I'm drunk. And I can't drive this car. I'm watching my cousin's house and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, fuck, why you can't drive? He's like, it's stick. I'm like, how'd you get here? So I don't know if he got so drunk he couldn't drive stick. You know what I mean? Or maybe somebody drove him there. You know, but yo, that night when we drove home, or drove to his cousin's house to park the car so I could take a cab home. Go figure. Gil's always doing some extra shit. But that night, when we go home, I must have ate about 25 red lights. I ain't proud of it. But stop your shit. You know what I mean? Like, this is what this is about. I know. I need to stop my shit. Yo, I ate about 25 red lights. Try doing that shit now with all these fucking speeding cameras and all these radars and all this shit. Try. Good luck. Oh my God. I'm not ashamed of myself. It was a good night. But goddamn, yo, I'm glad that I didn't hit nobody. I made it safe. Don't drink and drive. I apologize. It was a moment in time. I will try not to do it again, but I cannot make any promises. Okay, stop your shit. All right, boom. So the story further. The plot thickens. So when my man Quest, he first got his license, right? This is when he first got his like official car, his car, because we used to drive around his sister's Ford Focus, and what adventures we've had there. But he told those stories in his songs. So it was a 1990 Acura Integra, white. We were driving. It was low. It was dropped to the ground. I believe it was Halloween night. We was driving. I don't know. We was gonna go pick someone up or drop something off, but I know we had left my ex-girlfriend's house. I didn't know that he drank. I didn't. And even if I didn't know he drank, I probably wouldn't have stopped him. Not to say I'm not a good friend, but are we not good friends since we don't stop each other? Now we do. But at those times, we didn't really like. But we do. Who thinks about a DWI? You know, who legitimately thinks about a DWI? Who thinks about you fucking up and hitting somebody? You don't think about those things when you're impaired. You know, like, not to say you don't care, but in those moments, you're just not passing by the right judgment. So, further story, we drive by the movie theaters up on Elmer Street. And God knows, if you live in College Point or if you ever been to the freaking multiplex, that there are these two wicked bumps right before you get on the highway by the DMV. If your car is dropped to the ground, legitimately, you have to swerve around them. He did everything right. Nothing was wrong about the procedure that he did. Announced to us, cops were there to the right. Pull us over. Check the car and everything. This nigga had a bottle cap in the backseat of the car from the night before. Oh, man. So he gets arrested. They get him on the car and telling me to stay in the car. I'm bugging out because, you know, that's my friend. Who wouldn't bug out? Who wouldn't legitimately fucking go nuts, bro? You seeing your friend get arrested for a DWI. Like, I'm bugging out. So he gets arrested, and I'm left with the responsibility of... Isn't that weird? We both were drinking. Well, I was drinking. I didn't know he drank. But I was drinking. And they take him away. My man Christian was there too, I think. I think Christian was with us too. Yeah. They take him away. Yo. I'm stuck with the car. A manual car that I can't drive. And now I got my dick in a pickle. Or I got a pickle in a diner. I'm fucked up because I told niggas I could drive stick. I swear I could drive stick. I couldn't drive stick for the life of me. Even in that moment, I got us home, but I didn't learn how to drive stick then. I learned how to drive stick with my first manual car. But I got us home. Park the car. Give the key. Go to meet his sister and his mom. They know what happened. We call. Yo, his sister, who's pregnant at the time, just snuffs me. Boom. Not with a fist. She mushed me. But still. Yo. My man Christian's like, yo, chill. She's pregnant. And I'm like, I'm not gonna do nothing. That's my close friend's sister. What can I possibly do? So, in the song, I say, I parked the car, his sister snuffed me. What was that for? I call it mob ties. Won't push, just let that go. If you see, unless I explain this shit to you, you probably won't get it. Mob ties, Drake made that song. You know, I just let it. I won't push. I let that go. You feel me? So I won't be a Pusha T because of the mob ties. I just let that go. You gotta. That's why I explain shit, because I don't be getting half the shit that I write when I write it. But when I write it, I be like, ooh. Hey, you ever write shit? You be like, ooh. Alright, so boom. Last story of the night. This one's a real good one. This is all in one song. It's a freestyle. It's like a 2-minute song or some shit like that. I'm gonna take care of all that right after all this. So one night, my man Johnny calls me. Oh, I'm chilling with Johnny, and we drank a bottle of E&J, and we still had more than half the bottle of E&J. And he's like, "Yo, look, I want to go to my shorty's house and fucking, all right, let's do it." So we drive into his shorty's house, and I make a right turn down a one-way street, but the cars, and I'm looking for parking. I'm legitimately looking for parking right by Parsons. Like, I took a side block. Yeah, I was coming down a side block, so I was going towards Parsons, and I'm looking for parking, but all the cars are facing me. Yo, I'm looking for parking, but all the cars are facing me. I said, oh, fuck. Turned the car around, found parking, whatever. We go in the crib, have a good night. He has sex. I get my dick sucked. The next day, listen, I'm not claiming to be a saint. I'm not. But, stop your shit. Act like anybody was perfect. That's why the thought of a Jesus, being a perfect man and like dying for sins, don't it sound a little weird? I think every human being has killed an ant, mosquito, fly, has hurt somebody, lied to somebody, intentionally or unintentionally, to learn a lesson, and you make a choice to be better, be different, or stay that same fucked up person. And believe you me, I choose to be different and not be fucked up, but more reflect on them and share my stories about it, because if I don't laugh about this shit'll big you down. Looking in the mirror and seeing the shit that and the chaos you've caused and the shit that you've done, sometimes that shit makes you run away from the mirror. I got this big ass TV right in front of me with my face on it. So believe you me, I'm not running away from anything I say. This is why I put it on the track, and this is why I put it here, so it's all on wax. The description is made. You know what I mean? Drink that shit, mix that shit up, call it your lemonade. That's it. It's a bitter sweetness to be able to laugh about the things you've done in your past, because I'm not proud. I can't honestly say I'm proud of hurting people I've hurt. It's never a good thing to hurt people you love. It never feels good now or later to hurt people you love. It never feels good. You can go ahead and say, oh, I had to go through it to be this person today. At the end of the day, you still made that choice though. Just like you make the choice to be a person today. It's not that you had to go through anything. Choices are made due to circumstance. And obviously at those times, my circumstance was, I'm more important. So whatever choices I make, I don't give a fuck how they reflect on other people. And that was a selfish move, because I didn't know who I was. I didn't have a soul yet. I was moving with tides. I didn't have a soul yet. I didn't, there was nothing really truly organic about me. I was moving off a reference of what everything else was. That's why I made poor decisions. But I'm man enough to admit them today, and I think that's where it counts. Not only be able to speak about it, I can't really apologize enough to the people I've done this shit to. You know what I mean? Because the stories are really about to get... And I put this all in the song. So, again, you're going to hear all this shit in the song, and you'll probably laugh more because I put it out in words for you to hear it. But, again, I'm not proud. I can't say I'm proud. And even to witness people become successful due to their trauma and their stories, like DMX. I hear DMX my favorite rapper, and when I hear all his stories and the things he's done to people and stuff like that, and you see, he got mad kids, and you see, obviously, you know what I mean, like, obviously you sit there and you're like, damn, how do you do that? And it sucks sometimes that it's part of our catalog, but it doesn't mean that it's necessary. So I don't deem it necessary to have to hurt people in order to get to the end of your rainbow. I just think, make decisions, be vigilant, and persevere. I didn't think like that before. Living in the moment had me like that. Everything was in the drop of a dime and in a snap, the way I made my decisions. so they weren't always proper, and I never had anybody else's feelings in mind, nobody's consideration. So again, I did it only because I'm here now to talk about it. Stop your shit. Yo, so the next day I'm in the laundromat after a night of getting my dick sucked, driving down a one-way street, something about an E&J with my man Johnny. I got like 4 of my friends there and my girlfriend there. Yes, I said my girlfriend. So hence I cheated on her and got my dick sucked. I don't know if we were in rocky times or not, because that's probably the only time that I really, like, besides like 1 or 2 times. Okay, I cheated on her a lot. I'll admit that. But yeah, we'll just leave it at that. No excuses. I cheated on her a lot. Sorry. I wasn't a good person. I wasn't a good person. So I tell you, it gets worse though. It's so hard to say it. I gotta take a sip for this shit. Yo, we're sitting there. It's all 4 of us, and she's there, and we're laughing. We're all telling jokes and stories. So telling what the one dick story. Remember when this happened? Remember when that happened? And then Johnny goes, yo, I remember when I fought. Yo, he starts talking about the night. I think he started talking about the night. And I chime in on his story that I'm not supposed to be in. I was like, oh, that's the night the fat bitch sucked my dick. B. All their faces, jaw dropped. She was embarrassed, to say the least. Oh my God, I'm such an idiot. That's what I say in the same song too. Hand on my face, I'm such an idiot. Depend on Gil to act like I'm illiterate. Oh my God. Yo, I tell you what, Dick. If there was ever a dick moment in this world, that was my biggest dick moment I think I ever had. Like, I've been caught cheating before. I've done bad things to people. I've said fucked up things to people. But I think that one right there is so below the belt that my dick hurts. Like, legitimately, my dick hurts. Again, stop your shit. It's alright. You know what I mean? It's alright. Shit happens. Just don't go ahead and tell stories about things that you've done when you should not have been at the scene. I guess that's the moral of the story. The freestyle's called Bad Dreams. Share, like, comment. Let me know what you think. Again, the mix is probably horrible. All you audio engineers are probably like, oh, this guy. Yo, my shit's getting better. I mixed some shit tonight. I was like, oh, yeah. I told you my podcast right before this. Hard work. You know what I mean? Hard work. Hard work gets you places. Hard work makes you feel better inside, too. You know, you might miss this, you might miss that, you might miss this, you might miss that. But at the end of the day, if you worked really hard to get it, it's well worth it. Yo, have a good night, y'all. I'm out of here. I'm out of character.